Back now with breaking news we told you about at the top of the show. 900 pages and 40 different documents from the long-fought-over Jeffrey Epstein files have been unsealed and released by a New York judge. NewsNation's Ingle has been pouring through them, joins us now. And what we're looking for is the 170-plus names of people who aren't accused of wrongdoing but associated with Jeffrey Epstein. What did we find?
Yeah, and that's what this has all been about, is just how many names are in there. And of course, we knew that a lot of these names have already been out there, names we've heard before, names of associates and maybe workers at Epstein's properties. So we have been poring over the 934 pages that were released tonight, and these newly unsealed documents, Leland, include such filings as depositions. That's what we're doing. We're going through their records. So we're going through records that have names in them. There's not a glossary. There's not a list. That's what's making this kind of like this 10,000 piece puzzle that we're all trying to put together. So as we go through this and we look at some of the filings, we're looking at depositions from Ghislaine, Maxwell, and Virginia Giuffre, which include the details of Virginia Giuffre's relationship and interactions with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. There's one section that cites videotape testimony from Alfredo Rodriguez, a name we probably wouldn't know. He's Epstein's household manager, who testified that the defendant, Ghislaine Maxwell, in this deposition, this is about the defendant, that she frequently stayed in Epstein's home, assisted with bringing in young girls to act as masseuses for Epstein. We knew stuff like this, but how Epstein then instructed him to take some of the young girls to the store and buy them whatever they wanted, implying to keep their silence. One of the biggest bombshells, I suppose, that we're seeing right now is about an email in these documents that is published in black and white that we have not been able to confirm, that appears to be from Jeffrey Epstein to Maxwell about Virginia Giuffre. It appears that they were trying to pay off some of her friends to silence her allegations. One of her allegations is that Stephen Hawkins, the scientist, participated, this is in an email in these documents, in an underage orgy. This is an allegation. Hawkins was seen in pictures with Epstein in 2015 on one of his islands. Obviously, we've not been able to confirm this or verify it, but it is in the document. So those are kind of some of the eye-popping things that we have seen so far. And we've got our team of producers and writers going through all of this, trying to figure out if there's any more names that we can bring to you tonight. We'll do that as we get it here.
And we have to say at the top, no allegations so far yet in terms of any kind of criminal allegations against Stephen Hawkins. And obviously this is something that the FBI and others had access to a long time before we did. All right, Laura, keep going through it. Obviously a lot more as you have it. We'll be back to you. Thank you. All right. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.